I remember during 2021, 2022, the periods where I was really struggling mentally with things. One thing that, when I look back, that constantly I found bugging me was getting into arguments with people, getting into just conflicts with people. It could be my friends, my family. I remember, almost every day there would be something, even a small disagreement, I would make it so serious. I would, really like be frustrated, try to make it like a real case to, make my point clear and to show that, look, I am right and you're wrong. And honestly, it spoiled my mood because I was depressed at that point, yeah. And having these arguments with people just absolutely spoiled my mood. It made me feel worse than I already did. But since 2023, I stopped. And it wasn't even something that I really like intentionally tried to stop. It just stopped. I just stopped doing that. Got to a point where, I just got sick of it, just arguing people, more than arguing people, trying to make your point seem like it's the right thing. I just got tired of it. It was just a very mentally draining thing. And after a point, you realize that look, everyone has their difference in opinions, right? And more than that, people are just egotistical. You are biased to your own opinions and you want to feel that you are right, even though at times you may actually like factually be wrong. You still want to feel like what you did is the right thing, or what your opinion is, that's the right thing. After I realized that, I just like without even trying, I just stopped arguing. Like I would have many times where people would say something and it's a clear like they would misunderstand something about me, and I wouldn't even try to prove a point. I wouldn't try and be like, oh no, you're wrong, I am actually this kind of guy, I did this, I did not do that. I wouldn't even try. It's like, fine, you think of me that way, so be it. And looking back, this single thing of just accepting the fact that most people are going to have different opinions, and they're not going to be willing to accept that the fact that they may be wrong in certain situations. That one thing, just accepting people's difference in opinions, it's not even just about not arguing with people, but after realizing that everyone will have a different opinion and you can't necessarily change that and you shouldn't change that, it just brought a different sense of peace to my mind. I just felt a lot more calmer with everything. That one thing of not trying to prove a case to different people, or just accepting that look, everyone's different, it brought a different sense of peace to my mind. I just felt like I had a lot more clarity in everything I did. We often don't realize the kind of negative impact that having conflicts with people can have. Even something very small, 30 seconds of disagreeing with someone, seriously getting into a heated conversation with someone, it can significantly ruin your mood. It really can. You don't realize the impact it actually has on the other aspects of your life. The moment you actually stop this, the moment you realize, what, let everyone think the way they want, I'm just gonna be in my own lane, that's when you'll actually experience the difference it can make. The key thing is that I realized is I'm not gonna get anything from trying to prove the other person wrong, right? There really is no point. And the result of doing this is, whether people think of you in a good or bad way, they say something good or bad to you, you don't really care about it. It's almost like you just push it off, you ignore it, and you just carry on with life. You carry on with your day-to-day stuff. It's just you get clarity in what you do. You're not heavily affected by other people's opinions. We've had times, when we're doing something and we feel good. A small little, opinion or disagreement, someone comes and says something to you, it can really put you off. It can make you frustrated. It can make you feel bad. It can make you doubt yourself. The moment you actually decide, I'm not going to care about what they think and not even try to prove them wrong, that'll completely go away. You're not going to get affected by their opinions. You know what's good for you. You know the decision you're taking. You know whatever may come with that decision. And you're not going to care about what other people may think, what other people may do because of you. It really doesn't matter. You got to realize that everyone will have their different opinions. And if people don't like it, so be it. Don't try to get people to like you. That's a mistake I made in school. I often tried to pretend to be a version of myself that I wasn't, just because I was lonely and I wanted people to like me. And eventually it's like, whatever, you'll meet the people who actually are meant to be with you, friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You don't have to try and prove it to them that look, I'm actually this kind of guy, you misunderstood me. You don't have to do that. Just let life flow. Literally from today onwards, the next time you find yourself getting into any little disagreement with someone, you find that someone else has a different opinion to you, just learn to accept it. You don't try and disagree with them. Don't try and prove it to them that they're wrong or why they may be wrong, or try to make them feel bad about it. Just understand that it's okay, they have a different opinion to you, and find a solution to that instead of actually creating conflict. You can always choose to fuel the fire, freaking throw oil inside the fire and fuel it up, or just actually throw some cold water and shut it off. The choice is yours. And the moment you choose to shut it off, that's when you will actually bring a ton of peace to your life. You keep fueling that fire, neither the person you're arguing with or are you actually going to feel good about it. And apart from a mini ego boost of, oh, I won the argument, you're not gaining much out of it. You're not gaining money out of it. You're not gaining status out of it. You're not gaining, literally, just stop.